The VOD to that later then.
Yeah.
But for now, we are going into it's called I Bet You'll Forget That. Even if you noticed that, which I've never actually played with Taiko before, so I can't really say much about it, unfortunately.
You didn't warm up on it?
I've never played this map before.
Didn't practice it at all?
Not part of the World Cup, right?
True, but still, you should practice everything.
someone download all the Taiko maps from the computer, please.
Yeah. Well, it'd be easier to do that than like all standard maps.
It's true. True.
I guarantee most of you out here have at least 5 gigabytes or higher on their song folders. And that's being generous. Most probably have about 20 at default.
Let me check how much mine is.
I'm sitting at about 3,000 some odd Taiko difficulties on my computer right now.
Yeah, I have them. Oh, it looks like they're actually going to go ahead and get started. So this ought to be interesting to see this in Taiko mode, because I've definitely seen the standard difficulties.
Might actually be able to get an early peek of just how small the gap might be between Finland and Hong Kong here. Actually starting off quite strong.
Yeah,
So far it looks like only Iceman 007 with a miss. There's a few more incoming just now.
Yeah, there was a small drop from Zeep and Dark Silent there, but them losing that's going to actually give that over to Hong Kong.
Yeah, Iceman kept this combo. ABC still with the full combo. Pelagia X on the Finnish side also with the full combo right now.
Of accuracies from Finland though. Seems to be the only one really struggling with accuracy right now.
Yeah, they'll take the lead right back. Iceman 007 lost his combo.
Ooh.
Ooh, all 3 players missing. That's the lead going right back over to Hong Kong. And ABC, so far the only full combo left.
And
Yeah, he just broke. Yep. It's only warm up though. And John with a pretty good combo now.
Player still holding a full combo here is John.
I think he broke early actually. Well,
Yeah, his I think so. His combo's just really big now.
He's
might
the only
have-
one holding a pretty big combo then.
yep. He's been keeping that combo up and that accuracy, to be honest. Look at that. The plus 99%, very good stuff. I mean, you look all around the board, and apart from Pelagia X and Iceman 007, accuracy is very high on this.
Actually, Dark Solar is right behind John, keeping up in combo, and he's actually ahead of him in accuracy.
There we go, John with the miss. But at this point, I just don't think it's possible for Finland to recover. They're about 300,000 points behind, and that's where the score difference starts getting a little too big for people to recover.
Keep in mind, this is only warm-up, so alright if they're not playing at their best right now.
Yeah, but
Very
right off the
least-
bat, a pretty even matchup, actually. Yeah, look at that. The score line is actually not that not it's actually pretty close. So that's a pretty good first warm up, and Hong Kong will take it by 234,000 points. Top score going over to ABC 271 with 1,881,000 points. Good score. Second place going over to Zeep on the Finnish side with 1,776,000 points, and third place going over to Dark Solar, also on the Finnish team with 1,774,000 points. And Hong Kong will take this first warm up, and we'll see what they can bring out next.
That's a pretty significant score gap between the two teams, just considering how Taiko scoring works.
Yeah, you have to consider the length of the map as well, but... I mean, in my opinion, it was more Pelagics having trouble, as well as Iceman 007, because you've seen Zeep and Dark Salon actually with a pretty good performance. They took respectively second and third place, so...
Yeah, definitely a really good performance by Finland there.
Yeah, they may not have taken this one, but they're definitely... I mean, if you can at least stand close to Hong Kong, you're on a winner.
Yeah, that's true. And, I mean, they've been doing really well, Dark Silent and Zeep. I was actually surprised the combos held real high there, but the big score gap difference there does show that the consistency to hold combo longer kinda set in Hong Kong's court.
I definitely think Hong Kong has an advantage here in consistency.
That, and you have to consider the accuracy from Pelagics really tanks the score.
That's very true.
I think that Hong Kong had the same thing going on with Iceman. He was having a little bit of trouble with accuracy as well.
True, not as, maybe not as present though. 153 100s for Pelagics, only 32 for Iceman. Iceman had a ton of misses though.
Yeah, I think there for a little bit, if you watched at the very beginning, he kind of just like stopped, and I think that might actually had to do maybe he just got his hands in the wrong position or something. But I think that's where he got the biggest cluster of misses there.
That was at the very beginning of the song, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it looks like our next warm-up is going to be BS Power Explosion.
Yeah, and before we get that started, real quick, somebody's asking about Taiko. This is one of the 4 game modes that OS has to offer, and this is the World Cup for it. So those new that are just tuning in wondering, what on earth is this that I'm watching? This is one of the extra modes. More details can be found on the wiki, and there's also really cool stuff that you could also check out at the Academy. I'm not exactly sure if that's right under the front page of the Twitch anymore, but if it is, that will be able to answer any of your questions you have as to what is exactly going on here. But for those who do know what's going on here, we should be getting into our next match in just a moment.
Yep, and we have a player swap already for Hong Kong. Kanaran coming in, going to replace John. I mean, quite frankly, I pretty astounded by Finland's performance so far. It's their first time in a Taiko World Cup. They've done very well in the group stage to get out of them. They even beat Philippines, who was widely considered as one of the favorites of that group. And now they find themselves against Hong Kong. A pretty good warm-up, considering. And, I mean, Finland never struck out of me as a Taiko country. They've never really had any very well-known Taiko players, except for maybe, I think there's a guy named ReZero who was quite popular at one point. But other than that, I mean, they don't really have that many well-known Taiko players, but they're doing just fine, and that's just great to see.
Well, I'd known Dark Solarn a little bit before Taiko World Cup started, but quite a few big names in Hong Kong. Panarin's been around for a while, Iceman as well. AABC, of course, they're all incredibly good players, so I'm not sure how this is going to work out for them, but I'm wishing Finland the best here.
Alright, and it looks like we're going to get started with this.
Looks like we've got Iceman 007 on Hard Rock for this.
not sure if this is the version that has hyperspeed for very upgraded.
I think it's not.
Shame.
'Cause I think this is not the Lepidopodus version.
Oh no, you're right, it isn't.
So far, Hong Kong's in the lead. ABC holding full combo and double S at the moment. On the Finnish side, Pelagic full combo as well.
Even the warm-ups seem to be getting harder.
Yeah, this map in particular, you do not get a break in that song.
Fairly low beat per minute compared to some of the really hard songs, but it's a very good warm-up because it does keep your hands, as you mentioned, no real breaks, lots of density. ABC still holding double S.
Yeah, the song's coming to a close soon. He might actually take it. It would be very, very impressive.
Yeah, we did see a double S from ABC.
Yeah, what a performance. A very, very good statement to make right before the beginning of the match. Double S from ABC. Perfect accuracy on a combo of 1,160. Very, very impressive indeed. And Hong Kong, they'll go ahead and take the second warm-up. This time, the score difference is much present. 578,000 points of difference. Of course, ABC taking top score with his double S. 1,417,000 points. Very, very impressive score. Second place going over to Iceman with 1,337,000 points. And Cameron is right behind at 1,336,000.
That was actually a very impressive play by Hong Kong there. Taking it by 500,000 now. Ouch. Or 50,000.
Yeah.
I would like to mention quickly here that Zeep and Dark Solaran actually had pretty good accuracies, just had a lot of misses. Both of them actually
This
had
map
like
is... The fact that this map just... It's actually pretty technical. I'd say even more technical than the map we saw before for warm-up. And of course, we've said that no density is pretty high on this. So if you start missing, you're not going to stop.
But yeah, despite the, I think it's just like I was saying, a problem was just mostly the misses with Dark Solaran and Zeep. Other than that, their accuracies are really good. They just need to stay consistent and actually get full combos.
Alright guys, and we're actually going to go on with the map bans. I'm going to go ahead and get those announced as best as I can. I want to go ahead and give it a try though, so I will be updating you guys with the bans as soon as they go live.
Alright, I'll let you do it.
Alright, I'm actually on the ban thingy this time. I'm going to see them as they do them. For once, we're going to have the information right as it comes out, guys. We've got this. Okay, is everybody seeing Twitch chat here?
I'm seeing
I can
quite well.
slightly look at it, yes.
For anyone that was not here for group stage, there was a little bit of a bet between me and Ztrot ended up getting pizza out of it. So we're still actually waiting for that picture from him, but that should happen shortly.
Okay, and
The pizza will be a little...
it looks like our next ban, and yes, that will. The first one here, oh, dear goodness, that's gonna be hard.
You chose to do it.
Yeah,
You gotta stick with it.
it's a Utate Big R Rasu, I do believe, and that is a hard rock pick that's banned there. The band for the pre-mod is Plasma Gun. Our band for double time here is Judgment, the full version. Okay, and I do believe those bands were for the first two were Finland's, and then our last one here is going to actually be a no-mod pick here, and that is going to be Magnolia. And those are our bands.
Alright, so pretty evenly spread bands throughout this match. We've got one no-mod pick, one free-mod pick, one double time, one hard rock. I don't want to say I feel like the harder maps have been banned for this one.
I was actually going to mention that I'm actually a little surprised by the ban. Some of the maps that I figured would have been banned were not. One of the ones I was mentioning before that I figured would be banned is Battle of Rose, which is a hidden pick. Like, neither team decided to go for that ban, so either one of those teams feels confident playing it, or just don't feel the other team will feel confident enough to play it against them.
Yeah. And looks like our first map has been selected. It's going to be a no-mod pick, and we're going right in with Croix, which is supposed to be pronounced Croix because it crosses in French, but yeah, nobody knows I speak French.
I do, and I love it.
Yeah, I've said it once, spoken French once because Z-Trot wanted me to. I'll never do it again.
Uh-huh. Wasn't just me, all of Twitch chat wanted to hear it too.
Yeah.
We banded together.
But anyway, about this map, I actually haven't played the Taiko of this, but if it is as hard as the standard, then we're in for a ride.
Definitely not as hard as the standard difficulty, but there's a lot of so it does get a little bit hard to keep consistent accuracy on.
BPM changes, yeah, very, very impressive in that regard. I mean, that's going to be messing some people up if they haven't practiced on it. Right off the bat, you can see just how the node density just has exploded compared to the last round. The maps are so much harder now right off the bat.
Yeah, but it's really interesting to see that nobody's really cracking under immediate pressure as I was figuring it's going to happen. They're really definitely bringing their A game here.
They might later. This song speeds up. There's a first miss from Pelagiax on the Finnish side.
Very possible for Hong Kong to miss, though.
Yes, it is.
Very good accuracies right now.
Yeah, Iceman rocking that double S like it's nobody's business.
As Zeep also with the double S. And there we go, Iceman with the miss. This is the opportunity for Finland to come back.
Finland actually has a higher overall accuracy here, so I think they might actually win if they keep this up.
Oh, they brought
they're
it
taking
back.
the lead. They are taking the lead.
This could be an early victory. Zeep holding that double S.
This last part of the map is very tricky, though. It's very easy to miss on it. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This is all she wrote. This is for all the marbles, guys.
As long as they hold this last stream, they've got it.
Oh, Iceman with another miss, and that's it. That is it. And Finland taking a surprise win out of Hong Kong right off the bat with a double S from Zeep, getting an incredible performance out of this first map. What a game first off. And with a very, very tight score, Finland takes it by 8,000 points. What a game. And as I mentioned, just Zeep, incredible accuracy, incredible performance. He takes actually second place. Dark Solon will take first place with only 100. He takes 860,000 points. And Zeep is right behind at 858. And ABC also at 858 is right behind him with 6,100s, also a full combo. What a first map to begin this match with. This is going to be one hell of a game.
Yeah, exactly, Mr. Color. And you know what? I love it. I love when stuff like this happens. We all started in with our predictions at the very beginning there. And, everything was kind of leaning towards Hong Kong a little. But, Finland just put our collective boot in our mouth and said, hey, don't count us out yet. We're here, and we're here to win. And they're going to give Hong Kong a run for their money every step of the way.
I'm going to be the bad guy here this time and say Hong Kong still ends up pulling it off. Normally I'm cheering for the underdog, but I think this time Hong Kong is going to end up winning it.
Well, it's
See
yet
if one
to
of
be
you guys
seen.
wants to be the underdog.
It's yet to be seen, but definitely if Finland can keep on pulling out performances like that, I mean, that was just impressive from Zeep there, that double S.
Yeah.
And I thought Iceman was going to take that because he had that double S. He was holding it just as consistent. But it seems like the pressure got to him and he cracked under it. But Zeep just kept it incredibly consistent.
Yeah, Zeep, Dark Solar, just that duo, very, very impressive. ABC tried his best to cover, and he did get a full combo with 6-100, so definitely he's on the board, but he just couldn't follow up with his team. And really, when you look at the score difference, it's really so small, and it just comes down to the accuracy in the end. I mean, you see Counter-Rain actually got the full combo, but the score is about 15,000 points lower because of the accuracy, and that pretty much is game when you have a double S and someone who's just shy of having a double S as well.
It looks like we have another player swap. Cannerin switching in for John again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and see, this is Hong Kong's actual strength here. As you guys might know, Finland is a three-man team. If I'm not mistaken, and
Correct.
Yeah, you're right.
no, they
You're
are
right.
three-man team. So that's all they have. Hong Kong has the advantage here because they can kind of switch out players and make tactical decisions based around that. And if someone's getting tired or their stamina is waning, they could swap out. As Finland, they've got to stay in it for the long haul.
Not to mention they can switch in players that might be better at certain mods. Like, I know there's some players that aren't very good with Hidden, for example. So you could switch in a player that was good with it.
Yeah, we've actually talked about this a fair amount. In O Standard, we've seen Hidden completely fall out of favor these last few cups, and we've been discussing whether or not it's been the same for Taiko.
Well, as I watched all of group stage going on, there was actually quite a bit of Hidden. The one thing is, though, is Squall was definitely avoided. It got played maybe once or twice. Was it twice?
It was 5 times, if I remember
Oh,
correctly.
it was 5 times? Okay, so it did get played a little bit, but its other Hidden counterpart was played 9 times, or was it 10?
I mean, 5 times out of the 60 matches that we had.
Yeah, it's definitely lower there. But I
Right,
think that had to do with song choice as well.
I'm not entirely sure whose pick this is, but we have Sasuya no Ki no Chita Day.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is a double pick.
time. That's an interesting pick, actually. I didn't think to see DT the double time mod come into play this quickly into this match, but looks like that's our next one. Now,
sounds really-
I played this map on no mods. It's fairly easy. I believe there are some scrolling speed changes in it, but other than that, it's really a pretty standard map, nothing too fancy about it, but with the double time, I'm sure it's going to change things around.
Yeah, the key thing about this map is just the speed that you get from double time. It's not very impressive with no mod, but with double time it becomes a bit more difficult to keep up with.
It's always interesting to see people play on double time because I've never been really good at playing faster paced, and it's not even just double time the mod, like speed wise. It's just the increase from what I'm normally used to seeing that always messes me up. But a lot of people seem to have no problem with it.
Well, the accuracy also is a huge matter in double time.
Yeah, this seems to be a little bit of a simpler map, but the extra speed and the awkward. Well, it's coming from a standard guy, the rhythm's awkward, but that's just because I'm not used to so much changes on it.
And of course, we're gonna see the accuracy dropping because it's double time, so it's harder. And looks like we've got a few misses from Pelagics, one miss from Z-Trike as well on the side of Hong Kong. But so far, they are keeping the leads. John and ABC with the full combo. ABC once again holding a double S. And really, Pelagics not fond of this map at all. And these doubles on double time like that can really, really mess you up.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see just how much he's tanking accuracy.
Yeah, it's down there at 80%. He's definitely not having too much fun with double time.
And misses all around the board except for ABC and Zeep at this point. And it looks like Hong Kong is gonna lock down their lead. As long as ABC has his full combo going, this is a pretty set match, and it will be a win for Hong Kong. Definitely strong with the double time coming into this one. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, that you don't want to see that when you play Taiko or any other mods.
Yeah,
you don't want to you don't want to see that later.
It's just like I said, I'm not 100% sure on the rhythm of that map, but I do see a couple people saying it's kind of got an awkward feel to it. So, Tasha, as someone that plays with the alternate key style, would you say that that map feels real awkward with the DDKK layout, or is that something that comes into being awkward for your traditional?
I think most of the awkwardness isn't so much like the patterns ending like that. It's more just the rhythm itself is very awkward to follow, especially considering there's not much like of a backbeat to it in comparison to a lot of the other maps.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really struggle with the double time picks too much in this map pool, but I can see how it can be a very difficult thing to keep up with for most players.
I have to mention though, good performance once again from ABC. He gets a second full combo. This time not a double S. Well, he didn't get double S last time, but once again, good accuracy. Only 5 100s with the added double time. Just incredibly consistent. Zeep also from Finland, another great performance. He gets the full combo, 21 100s. Great score. And third place, we'll go ahead and give it to Dark Solarn with 768,000 points, only one miss, 21 100s. Just good performance, but just Pelagics did not enjoy this map at all, and that's a 344,000 points, sorry, victory for Hong Kong, making it 1-0, and we'll have to see how our Finland can respond to this. Looks like the next map they've selected is Trigger Happy. Actually know this map quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
We're still quite early into this match, though. In the round of 16, it goes up to 5, so it's still anybody's game at this point.
Oh, yeah. Very true. I love this song. And I've heard it quite a bit with tournaments in mind, too.
Yeah, Trigger Happy definitely been played in this World Cup.
I actually got a soundboard back when, before I broke my phone. I had a soundboard with all the little woos that you always hear in songs like this, and in a lot of them.
Just the samples, but I've played this map before, and it actually goes quite similar to Croix. So we'll see how Finland can do on this. Ooh, already a bad miss from Pelagics right off the bat. That's really something you don't want to see. It is early on though, so the scores are not high. You can get his combo back, but that's going to be a dent in the lead.
Ooh, Zeep
with a miss. Zeep and Z-Trike missing pretty much at the same time here. Hong Kong will retain the lead, but early misses all around the board. ABC with the double at the moment. See if we can keep that.
Something I
Now this one
noticed-
is interesting. It has so many finishes, so if this comes down to an accuracy war, it's going to come down to whoever hits the finishes the best.
Yeah, that was something I was gonna say. I actually noticed watching these, like all the players in the Taiko World Cup hit the finishes the proper way. But if you just go and spectate a random Taiko player, sometimes they don't care about it, but they should. As if you hit it with both doubles on the finishes, you get the extra point for it.
That makes a huge difference in a tournament, especially considering every bit of score you can get in tournament matters.
Definitely about min-maxing your score. And Hong Kong looking strong once again in this one. Blackjack's with another miss in ABC. He's skipping his double S. He does not want to let that up. Oh, it was a bad miss from Dark Salon. And it looks like that's it for Finland on this one. They'll give another win over to Hong Kong. And that's going to be the double S for ABC once again. Incredible on consistency. And Hong Kong will take this one.
Pazda X he needs to calm it down just a little bit there, I think, and he'll be fine because he was playing incredibly strong there at the beginning, and then he had that upset with the double time, and I think that's probably gotten to him a little bit, but he's still doing incredibly well, keeping accuracy at 94 there, and just about everybody got an A on that except for ABC. You know, he
only full combo of this map actually.
Mm-hmm.
And Hong Kong will be able to take it by 166,000 points. So not the strongest of leads, but it is enough to take it. Iceman gonna take second place with 931,000, and our third place is gonna go over to Dark Solar and finish side with 889,000 points.
I think the big thing right now for Pelagia is just he's probably really nervous right now, especially considering the team they're playing against. You just got to get those nerves under control and play your best. Regardless of you win or lose, if you're in a stressful environment, you're not going to play very well. Even the best players can miss under stress.
Yeah, I think that's actually how we saw a lot of those come from behind wins there at the very beginning of a group stage. I hate to fall back on that again, but it's just, there's so much stuff. There's so much good stuff you can talk about.
I mean, we saw it even with some really good teams like Japan, for example. Like, Japan's the team that a lot of people say are probably going to win it next to Taiwan. And, I mean, there was two teams that ended up taking a win off of Japan.
And I noticed that there's a couple people out there talking about certain key setups. And yeah, DFJK is something I do use myself. And also shout out to Nashman. How you doing, man? Good luck on your matches.
I use QWOP.
I'll actually let you in on a secret. I use two different types of playstyles. I use ZX, comma, and period. And then on songs that involve very, very fast monocolor streams, I actually put my keys close with ZXCV so I can use two hands. So there you have it. There's the secret to DDKK.
Damn, now I can become a Taiko Pro and play in the Taiko World Cup myself. Anyway, the next map has been picked. Looks like it's going to be Artificial Rose.
Look out, guys! Color coming at you next year.
Can't wait.
I've actually been a flex player for the French team before, but I ended up being kicked out before the tournament started because they realized they actually had decent players.
So you're a bench warmer, and then you couldn't even warm the bench anymore. They're just like, nope.
It's sad. It was back in the day when you could only have 4 players in your team, so you had to make every one of them count. So you know.
So just
anyway, our next map coming in is a hard rock pick. Looks like we're seeing a little bit of everything today on the map picks. 2 nomads, 1 double time, 1 hard rock incoming. I've actually haven't played this map. I see that it is a TKS Taiko, so I imagine it is quite fun to play.
All right, and we're going to actually get that underway right now, everybody.
probably one of the more easy to play hard rock picks that was included in this map pool. Definitely say that Punk Anthem track and Utada Vigasuru is quite a bit harder.
We have a miss early on from Dark Solar, not something you want to see. And go behind like that by one.
And Pelagia X actually dropping there, and accuracy not staying high for him either here.
Yeah, Hard Rock is so unforgiving on that aspect, and you can see just how some of the players are struggling with accuracy. Dark Solarn with 97%, and Pelagia X just far behind at 93%, having a lot of trouble. And no double S's this time, but ABC holding on at 99%, just very impressive from Hong Kong.
Just to mention how hard the accuracy is, though, I mean, you can see even some of the players that have been consistently high accuracy or struggling with high accuracy here. Dark Solarn and Karin not even sitting at 99% right now.
Yeah, but I just got to point back down there to that corner. ABC is just knocking this out of the park, guys. 99.7, 79%. So
very skilled Hard Rock player, and we had a miss from Zeep as well. So right now, I think this is a pretty safe bet for Hong Kong. I don't think any of their players have missed yet.
Yeah, and that score difference here is just like huge.
Yeah, Zeep and Pelagia X with another miss, and looks like that's it. I mean, Darksalon doing his best on his own, but he's all alone with that high combo, and he's got pretty good accuracy, but that just won't be enough. You look at ABC, and he's ever so close to that 100%. Z-Trike right behind him. He does get a miss. Z-Trike does, but at this point, it's just Kanarin and ABC aren't going to let it up. And, well, Kanarin did, just as I mentioned, but once again, ABC with a great performance. He'll take the full combo, and Hong Kong will take the win. That's going to be 3-1. And, Pelagia gets to be cool at least. He gets the C rank, C for cool. But that's a win for Hong Kong by 515,000 points. And just beautiful for Hong Kong today, with ABC taking the first place with 1,042,000 points. Full combo, 2-100, just impeccable accuracy on his side. Incredible performance throughout this whole game. Honestly, he's been incredibly consistent. I think he's full combo just about everything. Second place going over to Kanarin, also getting the full combo. Very, very nice score. A bit behind on accuracy, but still gets over 1 million points, so very, very good stuff. And then third place held by Z-Track, 976,000 points. Did not get the full combo, but he came very close. Good accuracy as well, and Hong Kong just looking fantastic today.
Yeah, Hong Kong definitely looking like they're set to win this match here. Not looking good for Finland, but like I said, there's still hope. Just need to get past their nerves. I believe Pelagia can actually full combo a lot of these maps, so definitely still a chance for Finland to come back and take a victory here. So right now we're just waiting for the next map pick. I believe it is Hong Kong's pick next. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't actually know.
I can see what I can do about figuring that out for you guys. Just give me a moment.
We're waiting for Detroit to get those results. For anyone that is curious about the matches coming up, we will have Ukraine versus Japan possibly coming up in following 20 some odd minutes, and past that we will have Taiwan versus Spain. So we have a few more matches lined up for you guys today.
Alright, and I have confirmation that Rose was picked by Hong Kong, guys. So we're waiting for Finland to rebuttal with that with their next pick.
That's what I imagined as well. I really didn't see Finland picking Hard Rock into this team of Hong Kong, who's just well known to play well on that mode. And looks like our next map is going to be Unhappy Refrain, which is a Fremont pick. Now, I've played this map to death. I know it very, very well. I've never FC'd it because I'm bad at the game, but quite fast-paced. No density, pretty high as well. Pretty long streams. Just all around a very fun map in general.
Yeah, that's
So
how
looks like we
it
have
is.
a little bit of a delay. We're waiting for the next map here. Probably taking their time deciding on what they feel they'll do best against Hong Kong with.
They have to decide on which mods to pick too. That's what I'm mainly interested with this one.
What matches coming up today are you the most excited for? Did you pick the color? I don't care which one of you guys is talk here, but I'm definitely looking forward to the Indonesia versus South Korea, just because I want to see how well South Korea does on these maps.
Well, let's take a look here.
Well, Indonesia and South Korea is tomorrow, and that's 5 a.m. my time, so I'm definitely gonna miss that one. I'm actually looking forward to France versus Poland. I haven't seen the French team play yet, and I want to see that, even though I know the players already.
I'm
Another,
kind of interested to see Germany versus Argentina myself.
Yeah, I was actually just going to say Germany versus Argentina should actually be a pretty good match. Argentina's been showing that they're a very strong team this year. I think they might actually be able to beat Germany.
It will be interesting. I'm not willing to put any pizzas on it. It should be interesting.
Well, it
Looks
is a World Cup rematch, so
Like we finally
Watch
do have
the,
the map pick, and it'll be Unhappy Refrain, which is one of the free mod picks. Dark Solarn, Zeep, and AABC all going with Hidden, Iceman going with Hard Rock, and Kennerin and Plaja going with no mods.
all right. It's actually a lot of hidden in this one. Surprised to see ABC play hidden. He's usually more of a hard rock, but we'll see how well they can do with the hidden. This is a fairly predictable map to play on hidden. The beats are fairly straightforward. It's just the speed that can really mess you up in this one.
It's also some pretty streamy stuff. It's simple streams, but they can still trip you up a little bit.
Yeah, with the 200 BPM, this can definitely, on accuracy, it can tank so easily. And already a miss on Pelagic. He's playing with no mods. Not feeling too good about this one. 95% accuracy right now. Let's see if he can come back.
Yeah, that's actually going to be really hard to pull back on, but the main thing they need to do is when you do drop, you want to get back to 100, you want to get back to the maximum amount of points you can generate as quickly as possible. The longer you're not at 100, the more time your other players can just increase that difference between the two of you.
Yeah, but even if Finland were not missing, look at that team of Hong Kong. Just no breaks, all over 99%. Even Iceman with his hard rock, just looking incredible. And what can you do against that, really?
Well, Finland actually has two players that are keeping up with accuracy right now. Like, Dark Solarn is the only person currently holding double S, and Zeep is pretty close behind. He's sitting above 99.5%.
I know for a fact that playing this map when you're stressed out or when you're behind in a match like this, it is just the most awful of feelings, because this map is just, you can miss so easily on it.
Currently, all players but Blaja, actually, other than Blaja and Zeep, currently
Zeep.
holding full combos.
And now with Zeep having broken combo, it's still no breaks on the side of Hong Kong. It's looking very, very good for the Hong Kong team right now. I mean, look at these accuracies. ABC once again just so close to that 100%.
Darksalarn and AABC actually tied in accuracy now.
That's true. Oh, ABC just tanked it pretty hard right there.
Commentator's curse strikes again as AABC takes a little bit of an accuracy dip. Darksalarn putting quite a performance for Finland though.
He does, but I feel like it's not going to be enough. Zeep is trying his absolute best too, but look at that score. Just still no breaks on the team of Hong Kong, and Kanarin and ABC over 99%. Iceman with Hard Rock right behind. What can you do? What can you do? And that's going to be Hong Kong taking it with style, with just a huge score difference to close this one.
Darksalarn with a really impressive score, only 100. He was really close to getting that hidden double S.
That's true. He gets a silver S for his troubles, but he was pretty much all alone on this one. Zeep tried his best to follow up, but he's a little bit behind with these misses, and that's a three-way full combo for Hong Kong. They'll take it by 824,000 points. Top score goes over to Darksalarn on the Finnish side with his 100 on hidden, with 1,912,000. A very good performance. Second place going over to AABC, once again with a full combo. He's full combo with everything so far. 1,909,000 points. Very, very impressive. In third place, going over to Iceman with his Hard Rock. Gets 1,887,000 for his trouble. Very, very good scores all around for Hong Kong. And they'll be taking a fourth point into this match.
Yeah, and that's actually going to put them at match point, everybody. So if Hong Kong wins this next one, that is all she wrote, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that'd be correct. And I believe this is actually Hong Kong's pick too, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Then they're gonna pick Hoshizora no Ima, which is a Noma pick.
This is it's a pretty average Nomad pick actually. Doesn't have very many complicated things like, say, China Dress with 1/6 patterns, or very dense patterns like, say, Streaming Heart. So we'll see how this works out. This might actually play into Finland's hand here. They might do well on it.
Yeah, you have to consider though that Hong Kong have Mapper's advantage since Kempakin is also from Hong Kong.
Yeah, that's very true. Pejla X is definitely going to have to step it up here, but if this is a simplistic one, it might be something like we've seen before. This might be where they can get another win here.
It's actually an interesting point to discuss. Tasha, since you've played in so many tournaments by now, do you think that tilting is a thing on those?
I definitely say tilting is a thing. Even when you're playing without a tournament environment where you can just, you can be a really good player and you can just constantly mess on a map like 5 or 6 retries later and you'll just want to try over and over and over again and it gets worse and worse. So I would definitely say it's a thing.
Anyway, we're coming in to what could be possibly our last map for this one, Hoshizora no Ima. And it's match point for Hong Kong. Let's see how they do. That's an early miss from Pelagia X. He was actually holding on pretty well through all these streams, but that's going to be Hong Kong taking the lead. Good accuracies on the side of Zeep and Darksalarn with their 100%. ABC also with the perfect accuracy. Kanarin and Z-Trike right behind him.
some really impressive plays by Darkslaurn, Zeep, and AABC right now. All players.
The tanking from the 1-6 and Pelagics and Zeep just dropped from it.
Yeah, Zeeps and Pelagia actually missed on the 1/6 burst there. It's probably the hardest part of that map.
Yeah, 1-6 can just trip you up so easily, and even more so if it's a single color streamer and if you're not playing your alternate, and these become your worst nightmare. Z-Choke with a couple of misses though on the side of Hong Kong. Maybe Finland's one ray of hope in this. And never mind, the map's over. Didn't think it ended that quickly, but that's gonna be Hong Kong taking it away. ABC with the double S. So is Darkslaurn actually. Both very, very good. Very good score. They actually get the exact same score, which is quite interesting. But Hong Kong will take it away by 213,000 points, and like I said, top score both to Darkslaurn and AABC getting the exact same score at 825,000, and third place going over to Kanarin with 821,000 points. And just have to mention AABC's performance on this match. He's full comboed every map.
Mm-hmm.
Just as I mentioned to everyone that may be fans of Finland, Finland is not actually knocked out from this. This is a double elimination tournament, so they will be moved to losers bracket from this loss. So if you still want to follow Finland and give them your support, be sure to tune in next week for their losers bracket matches.